Hello, my dear acquaintances. Camera's dead. This is how we're doing this. No complaining. Let's get into it. I'm starting a whole new series on my channel where I want to talk about other people's hair other than my own, because I'm tired of talking about my hair. So I'm going to talk about other people's hair. So we're starting off this series with someone that I've talked about before. This wasn't the plan. I was going to talk about somebody else. I don't know, somebody right next to me. But here we are. So today I'm talking about someone I've talked about before. Her name is MaryJane Byarm. She should be right here. I am not going to be talking about any of her previous scandals, any of her current scandals. I am not going to be talking about anything controversial. All I'm going to be discussing is her hair. That's it. That's finata. That's all. I am not going to be discussing either on whether her hair is real or not. That's another thing people have been discussing. All I'm going to be discussing is just the flatline base of the health of her hair. That's all I'm discussing. MaryJane Byarm has started off with her channel with beautiful curly hair. It was one of the reasons why I started following her in the first place. She had this gorgeous curly hair, and when it was fully dry, it was so big, it was so poofy. She seemed like she naturally had thick strands of hair. Her hair was very naturally dense. She also had I believe she has like 3B hair. Yeah, I would say 3B. 3B hair seems about like correct. She was really good at taking care of her hair. Even back then, before she started promoting products, I was actually taking some of the advice on my hair, and it did very well with her using the conditioner and the oils. And that was her basic routine, and it worked phenomenally. It was great. One thing she really knew how to do extremely well was take care of her hair. At the beginning, straightened her hair maybe once or twice a year, if so, and when she reverted it back, she was mostly natural. She was naturally curly, and you could very visibly tell, even when you straightened her hair, you could tell the thickness of the hair. The strands overall were extremely healthy. You can genuinely tell like how well she took care of her hair, even when it was straight. Then all of a sudden she started straightening her hair more and more often. It was quite strange. I couldn't understand why. She did say that it was easier for her to take care of, and I completely understand that. You know, having big natural hair is extremely high maintenance. When she reverted back her hair from straight to curly, it wasn't as bouncy as before, but it wasn't like visibly horrific. I mean, not horrific, but it wasn't like a huge wave of concern. I think it was more so like professionals could notice a difference that was happening. It was like, you should probably stop doing that, but okay, probably stop. But she kept going. It had got to a point where she would wear nothing but just her hair straight. And even for simple curl patterns that you could easily do with just like braiding your hair, like she would like take a flat iron and just like crimp it. And I was about horrified. And even people in the comments were like, what is going on? Why are you using so much heat on your hair? And it was quite sad to see. So when she released her newest video in, you know, letting her hair be curly, which I'm glad she did. I'm really glad that, you know, this is not like a hate thing or whatever. I wasn't surprised, but I about gasped when she flipped her hair and just pure straight hair. And you know, it's to be expected. That is to be expected. But it was so sad to see, because anybody who's watched that video, anybody who has curly hair, we know what this feels like. We've all been here. We've all been here. So, like, you're not, MaryJane, you're not alone. Don't think that this is, like, something really bad. We've all been there. We all know what that feels like. And just, it's just so sad to see. And I wasn't surprised. I don't think anybody was surprised. It's just really sad to see how she started and where she is now. In some instances, it is possible to treat your hair and maybe get some form of curl back. But I think if you're really, really adamant about getting your hair back and getting back on this journey, I think it would be a lot easier on you and easier on your hair if you just start over. That's always the easiest option. However, if you're willing to take that journey and redefine what beautiful hair is to you, you know, go on that journey. It's worth it. It is worth it. I know I didn't get too much into the treatments of the hair, but there are, because I'm trying not to like ramble a little too much in this video, and I'm losing daylight as I continue. So let's wrap this up, okay? If any of you guys have your own advice and own treatments, please put it in the comments below. Help each other out, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you are so ready for the series that I'm about to bring, and I hope you come back and subscribe, and stay locked. Bye. This is like my second time filming this. I actually did film on this camera right here, on this baby right here, but I didn't like the way I looked on it, and I rambled a little too much because this is a kind of a spontaneous video because I need to get 2 videos out a week. Hopefully I stay on that. Fingers crossed. All right. See ya. Bye. Bye.